Talk about sticking your neck out. Oh my. My daddy told me when you're in a deep hole, stop digging.
Well, maybe you shouldn't answer that question. You know, we came out here to sing and dance and music that was adjusted to our age. And all of a sudden we were surrounded by all these people, these club people. Club, one just for men, the other for women.
Do you think they will ever make up?
I don't know. Stranger things have happened.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I saw Mildred and Alibi having coffee together. Considering the whole problem with the clubs, do you think they're a little taboo?
Oh, I don't know. Sam, this fight between the sexes has gone on since the time of Adam and Eve.
Wow.
Seems Adam couldn't cope with women.
Oh, no. God gave Eve all the tools she needed, but she didn't handle them quite right. He gave her a beautiful face, a beautiful body. Then he gave her a tongue and it destroyed the whole thing.
It's exactly remarks like that that explains the feud between these two clubs. Oh, I think it's good, but we better get back to entertainment.
I guess we better get back to work. Business has been pretty good since the two groups have been working together pretty good, you know. And you women are always trying to learn everything the men know.
Well, so easy.
Today it's the norm to have two jobs. I wait tables in the coffee shop, and I'm standing in for Agnes so she can have her baby.
Business is our master. Business is the game. Business makes the world go round. Business is its name.
Our boss is grumpy. He's always sore. Today he wants our blood, and tomorrow he'll want more.
He sits behind his big oak desk, listen to him wail, just because we lost a tiny little sale.
Business is our master. Business is
selling until your coffee breaks.
Business is our master, business is our game. Business makes the world go round, business is its name.
Selling's our profession, the paycheck is the key. We've got to feed our kids, I've a family of 3.
We put everything on sale and then we advertise. All that's on that counter is just $9.95.
Business is our master, business is the game. Business makes the world go round, business is its name. When cashiers start their ringing, that's when we come alive. Business is our master, but just from 9 to 5.
Now you girls can brown bag it, 2 at a time, and don't let another sale get away. You girls have to help me make my sales report look good to Mr. Lawton. He's buying my lunch at the bistro today.
Emporium, how may I help you? Oh, yes, Mrs. Maxwell. I'm Millie, remember me? I'm the salesperson that showed you the Gallardi purse. Yes, the Italians know design, don't they? Yes, you're in luck. The purse is on sale. Yes, you have such good taste, Mrs. Maxwell. Yes, of course. Just ask for Millie. Bye-bye. Well, that sale should make the boss happy. I hope he gets an oyster stuck in his throat.
Millie! You know, you haven't mentioned Houck lately. Are you still seeing him?
Oh, yes, quite often. He's such a square, sort of in love with himself. But overall, he's A-okay. He's taking me to the Majestic this weekend.
The Majestic? Lucky girl. I'd love to see the show there. But everybody says it's sold out.
Houck has told me the whole story of how he got tickets. He's really very resourceful.
If you say so. I don't think I'd want him for a steady. He strikes me as immature. And he's not much of a go-getter either. And yet he gets tickets to the Majestic. I don't get it.
Hey, I know how to motivate him. Come on, let's share lunch. I made chocolate chip cookies.
I love you, Millie. They tell me I can learn from the mistakes of others. Trouble is, I'm always the others. Well, Millie, I'm working on this, but I don't know if I can make it through with at least a couple of mistakes. This is for you, Millie. Can't understand it, can't even try. How Millie can love me, nondescript guy. Not much to look at, not much to know. Comes to the uptake, I'm terribly slow. Never saw the right places, don't read the right books. Got left in the corner when they handed out books. Oh, I can't understand it, can't even try. How Millie can love me, a nondescript guy. I'm no bright executive, just one of the mob. I pick up my paycheck, I stick to the job. I'm the kind who likes puppies, peanuts, and jam. someday you'll have a good job, Millie, and you won't have to work anymore.
Nicely done, ladies. The Brookings shuffle is finally taking shape. Great. So let's start again. Let's take it from the top. Stand in a straight line. Stand tall. Deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Smile. Attention. Soft knees. Smile. And right. Heel, toe, over, back, side, together, left, back, heel, toe, back, over, side, together. Good, you got it again. This is great. Let's add to this. Remember, hips, shoulders. What's our motto, ladies? Use it or lose it. Good. Okay, and from the top. And right heel, right toe, right, over, back, good, side, together, and left, good, left, good, over, side, back, together, move those shoulders, move those hips, good, shuffle now, shuffle, 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 good, bend the knees a little bit more, move the shoulders, shuffle, 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 good, watch your balance now, step a little bit closer together, good. A little bit more shuffling, please. A little bit more shuffling. Heels and toes.
Yes, I hear that you give lessons to men.
Yes, we teach men from beginners to professionals.
Well, I would definitely want beginner. Is it a group or one-on-one?
No, men, beginners get one-on-one on Wednesday from 10 to 1 p.m.
Well, I need to sign up for 12 noon. You see, I work and I'll be sacrificing my lunch hour.
I think you're going to need more than one lesson. I would suggest 6 minimum.
Well, okay, show me the agreement.
Is there any particular dance you would like to learn?
Well, I'll tell you. Those young people sure make some interesting moves.
Ah, I see you're trying to recapture your youth.
Well, well, yes. Will you take a check?
As long as you're old enough, sweetie, to have a driver's license for reference.
Oh, I'm old enough. I'm old.
It looks like we might have underestimated women. It says right here that the Epstein sisters and Mildred Sawyer have pooled their talents and opened up an annex next to their shop.
That's so? Business must be good.
By the way, Carl, I hear that you drove all the way up to Coos Bay yesterday to see a specialist. Anything wrong?
Nah, just a checkup. As the old cowboy said, I had a hitch in my get-along. They kept me in the hospital for 5 days. But I have a great-looking get-along now.
I hope it wasn't life-threatening. What would our Brookings book doc band do without you?
Well, I get your drift. Doc said age was my problem. But I'm still in for that payoff policy.
Yesterday I was having coffee at Ray's and Mildred joined me. She wanted to know what the purpose of our club was. Nosy old witch.
Being nosy is second nature for women. Hadn't thought of it, but maybe we should have a purpose.
What for? We've got bylaws. That's enough.
Why don't we come up with some highfalutin purpose, like studying the sex life of ostriches in Zaire,
Better make darn sure they have ostriches in Zaire. Mildred will spend a lot of time at the library trying to discredit us.
She would. I'm not suggesting we do anything like that. I'm just trying to figure out something that'll satisfy that woman's curiosity.
It seems that your brain's been overactive, Carl.
Well, maybe so. I'm just trying to think what her motive might have been.
Motive? Women don't need a motive. You should know that.
Yeah, if they get together, they might elect a woman mayor, or maybe a governor.
Uh-oh. Looks like trouble.
Come on, guys. Move over. I gotta sit down.
Okay, Arv. Here. Take Carl's place. You don't look too good. What's the problem?
Well, it's my old taker. It was fine a couple of weeks ago. Then it developed a kind of a flutter, like a seagull with a broken wing. Yeah. Come on all of a sudden.
You think it might be serious?
Yeah, I might not be here next year. Old Doc Boudreaux, he ran a lot of tests. Cardiograms, he called them. He didn't seem too concerned about the results, but then he didn't have the flutters. That's the trouble with docs. They just don't know what you go through. They think that if they put on a happy face, it's going to make you feel better. But you know, he did say that for a guy my age, I was in pretty good health. Now, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Don't ask me. What makes you think you won't be around next year?
Intuition, that's it, yeah. Some people got more intuition than others. They just know. No use trying to explain to a doc. Why, if he can't give you a prescription, it's just a complete waste of time listening to him. But some of these TV doctors, they got better understanding of rare diseases, like I have, than these so-called specialists.
I thought it was your heart that was troubling you, not some rare disease.
Well, you know, I was reading in one of these.
Thanks for driving me to work. I hope to have my car working tomorrow so I won't have to bother you.
It's no bother, Millie. I'm always available. You know that.
You're sweet. And I'm on time, too.
That should merit a kiss. What a woman! Come on, Seiko. We better hustle or we'll be late for that recording date.
Well, Doc was telling me, about another week or so, I ought to be back to normal.
Millie, if I were 20 years younger, I'd marry you.
Is that a proposal?
Well, it'd be one way for you to break into our exclusive club.
Now, I thought you had to be over 60. And there is a no women rule?
Millie, for you, we could overlook both those requirements.
Now, hold your horses there, Mel. You know the no woman rule is going to be a little hard to get around. We don't want any dingy, gossipy women in our club.
Well then, perhaps you should pour your own coffee from now on.
Morning, fellas. Morning. Well, look who's here. You're late. Your turn to buy, too.
I've been up all night working the back 40. That old bull of mine broke down the fence.
Trying to get to your neighbor's heifers, I expect?
Yeah. I reckon you two would like to tear down some fences.
Well, that could be. Old Mel here just proposed to our waitress.
Millie? She's a cute little filly. But boy, I don't think Mel could handle her.
Not if I smelled like you do.
Hey, there's nothing like a good old barnyard smell. My heifers sure like it.
I'll bet they do. Well, at least you're here on time to hear Gordy tell us about his hip replacement.
Oh, great. Actually, I just came to town to get the name of Gordy's doc.
Well, as sawbones go, my doc's A-okay. His name's Hightower.
High tower, low tower. I ain't in the market for a building. My knee's been giving me fits.
Oh, thinking about a replacement?
Yeah, golf game's gone all to hell, man. I can't even turn it like I used to.
Well, you got a good excuse to give up golf. Just think of all of those bets you won't lose.
Yeah, well, you got a good point there, Alibi. Say, I hear you boys are buying some kind of Mickey Mouse insurance.
That was Ben's idea. Better let him explain it. You know, we haven't signed anything yet.
Well, you know, last month when we were talking about life insurance, protecting our families, stuff like that, we didn't make any decisions. But you guys usually ask my opinion, so I went out and I did some research on the Elk Company.
Elk Company? Well, I don't know nothing about them, but I thought you said we needed more fellas in the pool if we wanted anything like affordable insurance.
Well, there's no such thing as affordable insurance. Must be some kind of rinky-dink company you're talking to.
Well, now, Alibi, you're wrong about that. Look at here. They're AAA rated.
AAA rated? Well, Ben, you got the time. What's the catch?
Well, there's no catch. It's a percentage thing. We can get a $100,000 policy for a low monthly premium.
Oh, I don't know. You know, I'm willing to suspend the league. I just got to hear some more.
Well, it's a pool thing, see? We need 7 people, roughly the same age, and each one puts in 1/7 of the premium. And the last one alive collects $100,000.
Wow!
Yeah, you got that right. Anybody's eligible. That's why the payments are so low. You see, the insurance company is betting that at least one of us, maybe even 2, will reach 100 years old. In the meantime, we're all just putting in this little bit a month, and they'll be doing all right.
And the idea here is that one of us should outlive the other. And from the looks of you guys, I'm not going to have any trouble.
Well, fellas, I tell you what, I'll go along with whatever the majority decides. Right now, all I want is the name of Gordy's doc. If his fee is reasonable, I guess I can come up with payments on this insurance.
Hey, wait a minute. Just a pick-and minute here. You said there had to be 7. I'm only counting 5 of us that are even remotely interested in this. Boondoggle is.
Well, I just saw Carl here eavesdropping on the conversation. Did you hear enough to want in, Carl?
Well, I'm intrigued by that $100,000 payoff. I know you guys hold your cards close to the vest, so count me in. Gordy usually goes along with my investments. How about you, Gordy?
Oh, I'm in. You guys know I like to look at the funny side of things. Believe me, boys, this is going to be hilarious.
Well, fellas, I got other fish to fry. Thanks for the doc's name. If I get that knee replacement, I'll be a prime candidate for that $100,000. See you fellas later.
Hey, don't forget to pay for the coffee.
Marge got it.
I got it. It's okay.
I wasn't here when you guys formed this club. What does that sign mean?
Corner pocket? Well, I guess you didn't spend much time hanging around the pool hall as a kid, huh?
My mama said that the pool hall was a den of iniquity.
Den of iniquity? Jeez, what are you, one of those holy rollers from down south?
Does that sign have some religious connotation?
No, you poor bastard. Ignorant bastard. Sinking the last hole in the corner pocket generally ends a game of pool. It's tradition.
All right, well, I'm back. Now, the director, Tommy Jones, wanted me to take up a little bit of time here because Elmo, I'm never going to stop rewriting Williams as a theme in the play. So I'm going to take one of you and teach you how to do the Brookings shuffle. Let's see here. You look a little uptight. I'm not going to pick you. Oh, and you're still holding hands there. Oh, Andy. Let her hand go. Oh, what about you? Would you like to learn the Brookings Shuffle?
No, take your hands
No,
off.
you'll have fun, really. Really, no, come up here. Oh, you can do it, people. Look, stop. I think they like you. You can be an actress, okay? It's going to be a stretch, but you can do it. Okay, now we're going to teach you the Brookings Shuffle, okay? It's not that difficult. Okay, now slide your little left leg up there. There you go, now put it back. Now put your right leg forward and put it back. That's pretty simple, huh? Even for you, huh? Even for you, huh? Okay. Did you see the little exercise class? Can you say your name? Use the words. Margie. Oh, I like that name. Okay, now let's really get in that Brookings Shuffle now. Okay, now put your left foot, slide it over to the left, slide it to the left. Now slide right on over to it. That's it. Now put your left foot forward and put it back. Put your right foot forward and put it back. There you go. Now we got to incorporate the arms too. We got to get rid of this little chicken stuff. Right there. Okay, now put your left foot forward and put your left foot back. Put your right foot forward. Put your right foot back. Oh, you're doing wonderful. No. Stop. We got to get you back to the green room with the other actresses and actors. Okay, come on.
No, I want to fly.
Oh, no, look, I got candy for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We've called this special meeting because of the recent rumor that the Corner Pocket Club plans to exclude women from membership. Georgina went to investigate. She pretended that she'd left a book in their clubroom, and when she went in there, they were all sitting around discussing aerodynamics. They said it was a subject way over the heads of women, that it was now a men's club, and that women would not be allowed. Well, it made us mad enough to But before we go to war, Millie and Marcy are going to entertain us with a song they wrote especially for our club. Okay, girls.
One little soldier doesn't make a troop. One little chicken doesn't fill a coop. One little strike doesn't put you out. One little whisper doesn't make a shout.
So give a little, take a little, and see what I mean. Give a little, take a little, find yourself a dream.
One little worry takes a lot of care. One little worry makes hurrying despair. One little frown will find another frown. One little frown will spread across the town.
So give a little, take a little, and see what I mean. Give a little, take a little, find yourself a dream.
One little ham bone will make a pot of beans. Two little pennies will jingle in your jeans. One little pill can settle all your ills. One little smile can pay a lot of bills.
So give a little, take a little, and see what I mean. Give a little, take a little, find yourself a dream. Life can be a worry, a headache, or a dread, or life can be a picnic, a wonderment instead. Life can be a go away or come again real soon. You're a little piper who calls a piper's tune. So give a little, take a little, and see what I mean. Give a little, take a little, find yourself a dream.
Oh, thank you, girls. Now, for the reason we're here, it's to respond to those chauvinist men at the Corner Pocket Club.
Yeah!
For sure, but in a democratic way. I say we picket.
Yes!
I've been thinking about those women in the Blue Shoe Club and their slogan. I'm wondering what it means.
You mean, drop the other shoe?
Yeah, you know, women like to make people curious, especially men.
I know what you mean. Just when I think I know my wife, she throws me a curve. She's made a fine art of keeping me off balance. Well, that slogan doesn't bother me.
Is that right?
Reminds me of a story about two couples. The couple upstairs had the habit of dropping their shoes on the floor when they went to bed. The couple downstairs came to expect that first shoe to drop at 9 o'clock, and then 10 seconds later, a second one. They would count to 10 together, and then high five after the second shoe dropped. Well, one night, the guy upstairs had too much to drink. He was singing loudly. His wife scolded him, put him in bed, took off his shoe, and dropped it on the floor. The couple downstairs counted to 10, were ready to high five, but the second shoe didn't drop. They were upset. After a while, they went to bed, but they couldn't go to sleep. About midnight, the woman said, "George, I wish you'd go upstairs and check on our neighbor. Maybe he's sick. Maybe they have some problem and need help." George replied, "I can't go up there and tell them please drop the other shoe. I'd feel like a damn fool. If it bothers you, why don't you go up?" Well, this started an argument that included past unresolved quarrels. The argument became a real fight. But during a lull in the battle, the second shoe dropped. This broke the tension. There were muttered apologies, some nervous laughter, and then it was quiet. There was peace in the valley. So when you asked me about this shoe club slogan, that's the story that came to mind. And that's why it doesn't bother me. Ben, you got 2 quarters?
Yeah.
Thanks. Wife was all charged up about a vote taken at her club yesterday. She's been going to a lot of their meetings lately. When I asked her why, she said there'd be an article in today's pilot. Why, here it is. It says the women of the Blue Shoe Club are going to picket the corner pocket.
Why?
There's no need to propose today. I remember yesterday's.
You're gonna have to come up with a new line, Mel.
Something about her makes me forget. What were we talking about earlier?
Well, I believe we were talking about middle age. And you were saying that middle age is when it takes longer to rest than it does to get tired.
Morning, fellas. Hey, looks like somebody paid for my coffee.
Hey, we gotta take up a collection and buy you a new clock. You're always late.
Sure probably took me some time to get through that damn picket line.
What picket line?
One out front, what the hell do you think all that honking's about?
I thought it was a bunch of kids.
Hell no, there's a line of women livers out there carrying signs, singing songs, playing them damn kazoo things. And boys, they're targeting us. And they're inviting women sympathizers to honk their damn horns.
How come? We got
This world. You know, look, Gordy's a funny guy. He got one of them split personalities if I ever saw one. Next time you see him, he'll probably just be clowning around.
Well, he's sure in his morbid mood now.
I guess you know he's keeping a health chart on all of us boys.
Yeah. Last time our little syndicate got together, I caught him staring at all of us, eyeing this one and then the other one. I know damn well he was trying to estimate how much time each one of us had to live. When I caught him eyeing me, I felt uneasy. He asked me if I'd been sleeping well lately, because he had noticed a slight tremor in my hand when I was picking up my coffee cup. Seems like besides obituaries, he's also become obsessed with that clause in the insurance policy we bought. He'd be telling a story, and all of a sudden he'd stop and say, "You know, we're not getting any younger. The clock keeps ticking. First thing you know, there'll be a couple of vacant seats at our table." And when he said that, I'd swear a slight smile creased his lips, as if he were enjoying the thought.
So you gave me the rush act to come down here and listen to all of this?
Well, he kept on about my health, wanting to know if I had any notion of the inscription on my tombstone, whom I wanted as pallbearers, and what music I wanted at my funeral, and my opinion of which one of us I thought would survive to collect that $100,000. Then, when he named you as the likely winner, I thought, well, I'd better give you an account of his mental state.
I'll tell you what, I don't think I'm going to spend that $100,000 to spite Gordy's predictions.
Well, all his talk about the hereafter got to me. I felt I just had to talk to somebody.
So you chose me. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't say that you made me feel any better about all this, but, you know, I agree. You should be concerned. Coffee's getting cold.
I'm 8 years old, and I'm an actress, and I'm flying. I can do the Brookings shuffle, and I can fly.
Now stop that, Marge!
You!
Marcy was supposed to be watching you! You stop right there! You stop! I don't care where you work, you stop right now!
No, get away from you, me, you!
No, no, I told you to stop. I'm gonna get you. You're gonna put you back in that cage. Get back over here. Marge, you get back over here. I have no more patience for you.
I love the one that Marcy told. She said that after God created man, he looked at his handiwork and said, I know I can do better than that.
How about the one Mildred told about the boss when he was a child?
Well, knowing Mildred and her poisoned tongue, it must be good.
She said that when the boss was 2 years old, his dad gave him a rattle. And the snake was still attached.
Well, that explains his strange behavior. I bet the snake died after it bit him.
Special delivery, Mary Shannon.
Oh, I'm Mary. I'm here. Excuse me. Oh, thank you.
Mary.
Do you have some change? Could you help me out? Just a second, please. Wait. Hurry up. Thank you. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dear Mary, I've been thinking about this feud between our clubs. Yes, sometimes we sat around and made women the butt of our jokes. Ben said that women could never go to the moon because they couldn't make up their minds what to wear. Carl said more women would seek the presidency if they didn't have to state their age, meaning they'd have to be over 35. In all fairness, one of your members offered to make us a flag. We'd like to take you up on that offer. I told the guys that the best way to win the war was to lose it.
Yeah.
P.S. I'm glad my wife joined your liberation movement. Now she complains about all men, not just me. With a tip of my hat, signed Alibi.
Here, birdie, 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 birdie. You making fun of me?
Nope. God beat me to it. Hey, I'd say you're a complete failure when it comes to attracting birds. Maybe it's not hat you're wearing.
There's usually a good mix of crows and pigeons around here. You must have scared them away.
Well, Mel, you're out awfully early this morning. You feeling okay?
You're thinking about that insurance policy we bought. My blood pressure was only 114 today.
Wow, that's really good. I'm glad to hear it. Have you told Gordy, though? He'll want to update that health chart he's keeping on us. By the way, what do you think of that damn fool suggestion that Alibi made?
You mean about burying the hatchet?
Yeah, that's the one. Well, I sure hope he's given it some serious thought. You know, Alibi is a lot like a guy riding backwards in a car. He just doesn't seem to see a thing until it's gone by.
Yeah, I worry about Alibi. He played a lot of football without a helmet when he was young. All that bashing of his brains. No wonder he's skittish now. Oh, yeah. No birds around. We might as well enjoy them. Salty, too. Oh. Yeah, back to Alibi. You know, He's a convincing speaker. I thought the guys were going to hog tie and quarter him when he suggested making peace with the women.
Yeah, me too. But you know, I think everybody was just stunned.
Well, after a long debate, the group agreed to go along and host the funeral.
What funeral?
Burying the hatchet. You got a short memory, Arv?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I do remember that you were made head of the reply committee. Have you thought of any of the particulars?
Yeah. I thought about renting out the ballroom down at the hotel.
Oh, you're kidding. Well, I was thinking more of like maybe like a weenie roast in the park.
A weenie roast in the park? We've got to impress them. Show them that we have class. That men have the edge on intellect. You know, now that Gordy's normal, I think I'll ask him to join my committee. You want to help us plan the big do?
Who, me? No. No, leave me out of it. I don't want any part of that. You've heard the old saying, too many cooks spoil the soup.
You're not much of a philosopher, Arv. Here, have some more birdseed. You think I'll find Gordy down at the dance studio? He's spending a lot of time there lately.
Now that you mention it, he does seem to have a little more spring in his step here lately. You think maybe he's found the fountain of youth?
Gordy? I doubt it.
No.
Quiet, ladies, quiet. Let's give a big hand to Mrs. Webster. She's come here to continue her series on aging. We always look forward to your visits. Your talks are an inspiration to us. We've reached that time of life when aging next to losing weight is of particular interest.
Thank you, ladies.
Today, I want to recite a short poem simply called Age. I hope you will be inspired as I was. I saw him sitting in his door, trembling as old men do.
His house was old, his barn was old, and yet his eyes seemed new. His eyes had seen 2 times my years and kept a twinkle still, though they had looked at birth and death and 3 graves upon the hill. I will sit down with you, I said, and you will make me wise. Tell me how you keep joy still burning in your eyes. Then, like an old-time orator, impressively he rose. I make the most of all that comes, and the least of all that goes. I make the most of all that comes, and the least of all that goes. The jingling rhyme of his words echo as old songs from heaven, yet this had kept his eyes aglow until he was 97.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. You're always wonderful. Your series on aging is such an inspiration to us. It's especially interesting, you see, because although we're not old, we are on the way. Would someone please pour Mrs. Webster some tea?
Pony Express! Here you go, a little package for you. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Are you all right?
Oh, sometimes better than others, you know how that goes. They're going to get you to sign this right here. And not that, that's a parking ticket.
Sure, you've got something for me here.
Oh, we're going to have to sign everything nowadays. You know how the government is. You might have to click it.
Oh,
Click it. Click it.
all right, I got it.
There, right there. Try to steal my pen, though, okay? Okay. That's an attractive looking group of women you got going on here.
Okay, I'm good now.
Okay, here we go now.
I wonder what in the world this could be. It certainly is all fastened up here.
Would you like some scissors?
Oh, thank you, yes, thank you. Very much. This one down here. That worked. Some man must have wrapped this. A woman wouldn't waste all that paper. Oh my goodness. Oh. And there's a note. I've had a talk with our Pocket Club members, and after a lengthy debate, we're extending an invitation to you for the ceremony of burying the hatchet. Oh. It's signed Alibi Ike.
Oh, what an odd name, Alibi Ike.
I know that man, and he's genuine enough. There's real courage behind that note.
And it came to pass on this day, October 15th, 2010, there was peace between the Blue Shoe Club and the Corner Pocket Club. May it last forever.
Yeehaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to inform you that our insurance agent has finished tabulating the health records of all the men of our club. All you ladies will know that eventually one of us will be worth $100,000. And if I know women, you'll be trying to figure out which one of us that might be. Women.
Let the celebration begin. Hit it.
all getting on in years, but refuse to give up. Speaking for our club, the promise of that $100,000 insurance policy payoff has motivated us to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Now that we're buried the hatchet, there's harmony. And just to show you we love our women, we're going to give them the last word.
You know, we may be riding up the shelter side of the mountain, but we still got a lot of spunk left in us. We've just had to make a few attitude adjustments due to our age. We're a little more tired at the close of the day, a little less anxious to have our way, a little less likely to scold and blame, take a little more care with another's name. And so we're nearer a journey's end, where time and eternity meet and blend, with a lot more laughter and a few more tears. We'll give it our all in the coming year. And then we go where all folk go, a place the living will never know. Thrice blessed if people will say, life was better because you passed my way.
Freedom, a belief in mankind, and to say